The Montreal Canadiens won Game 7 in the semifinals against Boston in '79. He said this guy was on the ice for the infamous too many men on the ice call. All I know is that all the Bruins that were trying to come off the ice or on the ice that evening could have done it. I talked to Rick Middleton years ago. He's famous teammate with the Bruins. He said, well, it's yet to be proven, but I don't think Don Marcotte should be a scapegoat for that. He was just doing his job, and maybe it was the person that the referee saw first or closest to the penalty box. But that shouldn't, overcome the great career he had. Probably one of the best defensive players in NHL history. A very versatile player who could play any of the forward positions. Sometimes could be asked to play on defense. Now, born April 15, 1947, in Arthabaska, Quebec, Donald Michel Marcotte played his junior hockey like a lot of the Bruins prospects for the Niagara Falls Flyers in '65, '66, and '67. He was a teammate of former Dalhousie, New Brunswick Mayor Clem Tremblay, where him, Tremblay, Marcotte, Lawrence, Sanderson, and a few others were major prospects. Now, Marcotte, rights were owned by the Bruins by an early age. Eventually turned pro in the 1968 season with the Hershey Bears of the AHL. Now, with Niagara, he put up some consistent numbers, pretty well a point-a-game pace over two seasons, including 1,500 points with the Memorial Cup. Now, Niagara Falls was a good stepping stone because with Hershey in '68, he had 53 points in 72 games. Now, we got a final call-up to the Bruins to stay in the '69-'70 season, where he helped the squad to their first Stanley Cup in a number of years. Now, the line he skated with mostly was Sanderson and Ed Westfall. Woody would call this a pure checking line because we're still scoring a lot of goals. But when they won that 1970 title, ending 29 years in the wilderness as Stanley Cup champions, Marcotte played a big factor in stabilizing the defensive side of the squad. Now, Marcotte would play 12 more seasons in Boston. He won a second Stanley Cup in '72, helped Boston to the finals in '74, '77, and '78, and he was honored for the 1979 Challenge Cup tournament against the Russians, which doubled as the kind of unofficial All-Star game for that season. Now, his defensive and penalty-killing skills were extremely well known. He led the NHL in shorthanded goals in '71 with 6, but also scored a lot of goals in even strength. He scored 20 or more goals 7 times and eclipsed the 30-goal mark in '75. Now, Marcotte was assigned to shadow various superstar players, including Bobby Hull, Guy Lafleur, and Lafleur once called him the strongest checker he ever faced after the '79 playoffs. Now, described by teammate Terry O'Reilly, who said the same thing to me in an interview we did years ago at an alumni game in Woodstock, New Brunswick. He had tremendous concentration. He never takes his eyes off of his winger and never stops skating. When he lacks in speed and finesse, he compensates for it with hustle and disciplined play. He is a hard body checker who believes in playing the man before the puck. Yet, as the small number of minutes he spends in the penalty cup box indicate, he is not a dirty player. O'Reilly told me, he said, if Donnie ever lost his cool, it was for reasons because of the referee. I didn't remember any player in the NHL retaliating to him in an aggressive manner. So anytime he got pissed off, it's because of either referee didn't give him satisfaction of doing the great job he was doing, or he's getting slashed and hooked. I do remember one occasion where Trombley took him with a two-hander, but it was no call, and Marcotte basically, you could see him saying, what do you have to do to give this guy a penalty? So anyway, now in his later years as a Bruin, Marcotte mentored Steve Kasper into premier defensive forward. Actually, Kasper is still considered one of the greatest defensive forwards of all time, almost like a mimic of Marcotte. Now, after being released in training camp by the Bruins in fall of '82, Marcotte retired from hockey. Now, in his 868 games played, he scored 230 goals and 254 assists for 484 points, including 317 penalty minutes. Now, Marcotte's 21 shorthanded goals in a regular season ranks him fourth in Bruins history, behind Brad Marchand, Rick Milton, and Derek Sanderson. Now, again, that career year we're talking about, 64 points in 1975, but he had massive playoff runs for the Bruins because in the 1970s he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 campaigns with 10 games or more in the playoffs. So again, playoff totals: 132 contests, 61 points, including 34 goals. Again, a great life in hockey. So that's the legend of Donnie Marcotte. Please give me a like, comment, or subscribe, because any support is greatly appreciated. And don't forget, make a request. Have a good day. Bye.